The Pythagoreans in Greece, followers of the famous mathematician and philosopher Pythagoras, were the first to discover the numbers which were not rational around 400 BC. These numbers are called irrational numbers or irrational because they cannot be written in the form of a ratio of integers. There are many myths surrounding the discovery of rational numbers by Pythagoreans, Hipparchus of Croton. In all the myths, Hipparchus has an unfortunate end, either for discovering that root 2 is irrational or for disclosing the secret about root 2 to people outside the secret Pythagorean sect.
Hi friends, today we are going to discuss about the next topic, irrational numbers. Till last day we discussed about the rationality, inserting the rational numbers and the criteria and the properties of rational numbers and other numbers, so that we already learned in previous classes. We just do a revision. Now we are coming to the to new topic, irrational numbers, and I know you guys are not familiar with the term irrational numbers. So here today onwards we are starting irrational numbers. Rational number. So yesterday I discussed what are rational numbers. Rational numbers which cannot be expressed in the form p by q, where q not equal to 0 and p and q are integers. P and q are integers. These are the conditions for the rational numbers. And if a number cannot be write in the form p by q, we cannot write. If we cannot write the numbers in the form p by q, then we can say they are irrational numbers. So yesterday we discussed radicals like root 2, root 5, root 7, root 3, etc. Pi. These are examples of irrational numbers. So about the proof of irrational numbers we will discuss in the 10th standard. This year we are discussing only these things. Okay. So now in the previous classes we learn how to represent the rational numbers or integers or all numbers, whatever it may be, or the number systems that we learn till last year. We know how to represent it on a number line, and now in this year we are going to discuss how we can represent irrational numbers on a number line. Mainly there are two methods for representing that, so I will discuss both methods. Whichever is convenient for you, you can follow that one. For that we need the materials. We need a geometry box, and from geometry box we need a scale, a pencil, a compass, a protractor, and eraser, and a sharpener for sharpening the pencil. So let us learn how to represent these irrational numbers on a number line. So let us start by drawing a number line first. So I am going to draw a line, it's a straight line using ruler and pencil, and I am marking some points. So you should take equal distance. It is maybe 1 centimeter or 2 centimeter. Here I am taking 1 centimeter distance. So the unit distance is 1 centimeter. So I am taking this as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So once we complete this, then we have to draw a line at 1, because let us consider a right angle triangle with the 1 centimeter base and 1 centimeter height. Then by Pythagoras theorem, could you tell me what is the length of this hypotenuse? So we know that hypotenuse is equal to root of base squared plus altitude squared. So we can write it as root of 1 squared plus 1 squared, that is equal to root 2. That means the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle with 1 centimeter length base and 1 centimeter altitude is the root 2. So for that, let us take a 90 degree at 1. So we will draw a perpendicular line, and by using scale we take a 1 centimeter and mark here. So now we have a two sides. Here it is 1 centimeter, it is 1 centimeter. Now I am joining this point to 0. So by this definition, now we can say this is root 2. But this point is not on the number line, so we want to transfer that to the number line. So let's check how we can transfer. So take the compass, fix the pencil on the compass, then taking 0 as center, make sure that the center is 0, and taking this line as the radius, that is the hypotenuse of this right angle triangle as radius, we can just join to this point. Okay, now we got 2 points. In the positive side we can write it as root 2, and negative side it is minus. Okay, so now we represent root 2 on a number line. How can we check is it correct? The value of root 2 is 1.414, that is, it is approximately to 1.5. So if our construction is correct, when we check, see where it is near to the 5. Okay, so when we start measuring from 0, see it is 1.5. see, that means it is correct. So if our construction is correct, this point will be approximately equal to 1.5. It is not equal to 1.5, approximately equal to 1.5. So I will Let's learn how to construct root 3. Now we are going to learn how to draw root 3. For that the first steps are same. For if you want to draw root 3, first we have to draw root 2. Okay. So let me explain. So there is a right angle triangle as we discussed earlier. Its one side is root 2 and this side is 1. Then please tell me what is the length of this hypotenuse. By using Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse is equal to root of base squared plus altitude squared. So we can write it as root of root 2 squared plus 1 squared. The square of root 2 is 2 and square of 1 is 1. So it is root 3. That means we got it as root 3. Okay. That is, if we want to draw root 3, first we have to draw root 2. Like that, if we want to draw root n, we have to draw root n minus 1. Clear? If we want to draw root 10, first we have to draw root 9. Clear? And if we want to draw root 15, first we have to draw root 14. So here for drawing root 3, we are going to start with root 2. So first step is similar. We are drawing a straight line and marking some points. It is 0 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So I think you guys know how to draw root 2. Okay, the first step is, let us take a 90 degree at 1, 90 degree at 1, because for starting root 2 we need root 1. Root 1 is 1 itself. Now we take 1 centimeter on the scale and mark 1 centimeter here. Join this point with 0. Okay, now we got a now we got a triangle. We are just transferring that point to our main scale. This is one method. From here onwards we can go with the two methods. There is one method, so we transfer this to the main number line. Then from that number line again we draw a perpendicular. That is from this point. Draw a perpendicular from the root 2. Okay, again take 1 centimeter, and this is 1 centimeter point. Join this point with 0, not with 1, with 0. Okay, then transfer that point to your number line. Okay, so how can we check is it correct or not? The value of root 3 is 1.732, that is almost equal to 1.75. So we may get somewhat value near to 1.7. See, here we got the value as 1.8. Okay, approximately that is 1.732. It is greater than 1.7. So it comes between 1.7 and 1.8. That means our construction is correct. So this is one method, that is first draw root 2. First we draw the root 2. From the root 2 we draw a perpendicular line and take 1 centimeter and mark that point. Join that point to O. Then transfer that point to the number line. We got root 3 here, and here we got minus root 3. There is another method that I am going to explain that also now. So first we start with the same steps. Draw a straight line. Mark points with 1 centimeter distance and take 1.0, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So if you want a clear picture, it is better you take 2 centimeter as a unit distance instead of 1 centimeter. And again we are taking a perpendicular at. Now let's see how can we construct root 5. So how can we construct root 5? As we discussed earlier, if we want to draw root n, we want to first find root n minus 1. So if we want to start or draw root 5, we have to start with root 4. Okay, so by our definition, if we want to draw root 4, we need actually root 3. But here in this case, we know the value of root 4, that is 2. So we no need to find root 3 or root 2 or root 1. So we can directly draw root 5. So for drawing root 5, as I told earlier, we need these instruments. I am taking the instruments. First I take a scale and draw a line. Again taking measures. I am dividing it into equal parts. So let us take 1 centimeter as 1 unit. Okay, marking 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So, okay, so let us start with the steps. So for drawing root 5, we need root 4. We know it is 2. So let us take a right angle triangle as we take earlier. Here this is 2 units and this is 1 units. Then what is the measure of this hypotenuse? By Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse is equal to root of base squared plus altitude squared, that is equal to 2 squared plus 1 squared, that is equal to root of 4 plus 1 is equal to root 5. Okay, so for drawing root 5, first we need a base of 2 centimeter and then height of 1 centimeter. For that we are taking the protractor and drawing a perpendicular at 2 centimeter or 2 units. It is not mandatory that we should keep the distance as 1 centimeter. We can take some unit distance. You can take 2 centimeter also as a unit distance. Okay, now I am taking 1 centimeter because we are taking 1 centimeter as unit distance here. I am joining this point to the 0. So this is root 5 by Pythagoras theorem. Now we are going to transfer this measure to the number line. So now we got, this is root 5. So as I told earlier, in the case of root 2 and root 3, here also we can check the value. So the value of root 5 is 2.236 x something. So let us check. So the value we got is, it is between 2.2 and 2.3. We can see here, that is actual value is 2.236 etc. Okay, so our construction is almost correct. We can check in this direction also, the negative side also, it is almost same. That means our construction is correct. So I am repeating the steps. First we draw a line, okay, and take and measure 1 centimeter distance and mark the points as 1 centimeter as unit distance. So you can take 2 centimeter also, 3 centimeter. Okay, you can take unit distance as you like. Here I am taking 1 centimeter as the unit distance for the convenience of and for the better understanding of all the students. Okay, so 1 centimeter I take and I draw a perpendicular at 2. In the previous cases we draw perpendicular to 1. In root 5 we draw it as 2 because we know the value of root 4. So at root 2 I draw a perpendicular, and here I take 1 centimeter here and I join this point to the 0, and by Pythagoras theorem, as we explained earlier, this is root 5. I am just transferring that root 5 to the root and the number line. Oh, this is the other method. This is the method to draw root 5. So after this I am giving you some assignments. So your assignment is